Hello everyone! I've been watching a lot of Jazza videos recently, and I keep watching them because they're hysterical. But something that often happens when I watch videos of people who do similar stuff to what I do is I look at what they're doing and it's like, that looks like fun. So in particular, this video is somewhat inspired by the one where he attempted to learn how to knit in a day. And he goes on talking about finger knitting, which the commenters on his video correctly said that it was actually finger crocheting. But I think finger knitting caught on because it just linguistically sounds better. It rolls off the tongue easier than finger crocheting. And honestly, when I was taught this process, I was also told it was finger knitting. So he mentions in his video he would sometimes just get a whole ball of yarn and finger knit the whole thing. And then he mentioned, what if I finger knit it again? And I feel like I've done that in the past, but it wasn't quite the result I was expecting it to be. So I'm poaching an idea from you, Jazza. I'm going to finger knit this ball of yarn into Oblivion. So I'm choosing this particular ball of yarn because it's a bit of a wacky yarn. I don't really see myself ever picking it up because it would be rough to knit with, let alone crochet. So I think using it in a form where I don't really have to worry about the loops afterwards is probably the best use I'm going to get out of this yarn. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to finger knit this. And then once I finger knit it, I'm going to finger knit it again. I'm going to finger knit it again. And we'll see how many times it lets me do that before it becomes the world's most obnoxious knot. So, I'll get started and I'll check back in after we've made some progress. Alright, so I just finished finger knitting the first layer on the ball, and the fact that I could re-roll it back up into a ball is a good sign that I might be able to do it more than twice. And I'm also confirmed in choosing this yarn because even just finger knitting with the yarn with the little bubbler things, it was very difficult to do. And I'm hoping, it was very difficult for the yarn to do, so having to either knit or crochet with that yarn would have also been annoying. But I'm hoping the little bulby things will go away with each progressive layer of finger knitting that I'm going to do on this thing. But it's funny, before they go away completely and they no longer become relevant, those little bubbler things, what they kind of remind me of, I don't know if anyone else experienced this as well, but I don't know what it, I don't know the name of this craft, but it's basically wire. They sell you wire that long, and it's already pre-cut, and you fold a little hook. You fold it so there's the little hooks and it becomes a bead, and then you coil the wire around it so it's kind of like a spring bead type of thing. Not like spring the season, but spring boinga boinga. There's gotta be a better way to describe that. Anyway, if you know what I'm talking about, it reminds me of that. Yeah. Anyway, it's now time to try the second layer. Just I don't really know how long this is, but the fact that I was able to get a ball again, still pretty long. So we're gonna try it again and see how much thicker and shorter it gets. I forgot to measure it the first time around, so we're not gonna be measuring it because I wouldn't know the difference. But we'll see. Okay, so I've now finished the second round of finger knitting, which went slightly easier despite the little nubby things, although it no longer is enough to make a ball. This is just very easy just to wrap it a couple times, and then it's pretty easy to carry. So I think I may only have one more shot with this at least. Maybe two, but probably one. Anyway, we'll have to see how much more yarn gets eaten. But more yarn was definitely eaten up the second time around than the first time around. And now we have the third go by, which actually, if I were to just stop like here and then like put it all the way around, this would be the perfect length for a headband. And if I was smart, I would just stop here and actually have something useful. And while I am still smart, we not going to stop there. We're going to push this until it can't go anymore, which means at least one more row. All right. So I have finger knitted it for the fourth time, and as you can see, that's as far as that's going to go. Which actually, it looks kind of picturesque, you know, like, kind of like this is what you would glue onto the back of a barrette. Not just like one of the smaller barrettes that you just clip here because, I mean, that's a lot. But more like if I had really, really long hair and I could pull it back and then I could like clip it to the back of my head like that. It'd be that type of barrette. That being said, I am tempted to take it out one more, like, take out the fourth thing just so I could have the third, like, row of headband. But I'm not mad at this either. I mean, ended up looking pretty cool. So yeah, that's what happens when you finger knit a yarn ball into Oblivion. That was today's entertainment. Have a nice day.